Boom, boom, boom. This is Jared, and I'm back. Man, I'm so excited to do another show tonight, guys. Man, you have no idea. Holy cow. You are in for a treat. We all are in for a treat. Listen, we have got a special story tonight about a kidney warrior, all right, who has had actually a heart transplant. She's had successful heart transplant surgery in 2017. And now, all right, she's looking for a kidney donor. All right, she has kidney disease and she's looking for a kidney donor. And she's worried, rightfully so, all right, that dialysis is putting stress, pressure all on her heart, her transplanted heart. All right. So this is a very special show about Thelma Warner. And we're going to spotlight her. This kidney warrior is something special. Okay. If you don't get inspired tonight, all right, then please share this so other people can get inspired, because this is going to be inspiring. All right. So please don't be stingy. Please share this. Let's get this going. Let's rock and roll. Man, we've got the comments already going. This is awesome. We've got Jonathan Traylor. Hello, Jared and Thelma. Welcome, Warriors. Thanks for watching, Lisa. Thanks for sharing. Boom, 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 boom. Sharon. All right, we're going to bring it, as Lisa's saying here. Bring it, bring it. Hey, I already brought it. Okay, we're going to do this. We're going to do that. Hey everybody, Leslie DeVoe, thank you for watching. All right, man, we've got it going. Thanks, Steve, man. Boom. Steve Belcher in the house. All right, so we've got this going, and I've got a co-host. All right, man, well, look at Jen Benson. What is going on? What up? Man, thanks for watching, Jen Benson. Man, we've got a great show. I'm so thankful for your comments. Okay, please keep the comments going. All right, I know I've said this before, but I'll share it again. Let's make some noise. All right, more comments, the better. Okay, Facebook will show this. It'll be more visible, all right, to more people on Facebook if we get lots of engagement. And we want to be visible, because kidney disease patients, kidney warriors, sometimes feel invisible. We don't want that tonight. We want to be very visible. So keep this going. All right, man. Denise Simmons, thanks for watching. Jean, thank you. Man, this is going to be great. Thanks. Please share this, guys. All right, but I'm going to introduce my special co-host. All right, if you caught Mental Health and Me just previously on the Urban Health Outreach Media, all right, she's back. All right, she's been on my show recently. All right, and I am enthusiastic to bring her back. No other than a 20-year kidney transplant recipient, and that's Dawn Kurkowski. All right, so I'm excited to bring her back. Dawn has brought so much to the kidney disease community, and I'm so happy to bring her back as a co-host. All right, so I'm bringing her in as a co-host, and then again, our special guest is Thelma Warner, all right, from the dirty South, all right, from Georgia. All right, so many good things come out of Georgia, and we've got Thelma Warner coming from Georgia. So, man, we've got some great things going, but please share this. All right? Share. Let's get on the share train. All right? Boop, boop. Everybody get on the share train. All right? We're going to be sharing on the share train. Come on. Get it going. Let's share this. All right. So, yes, Dawn Kurkowski is, man, she's great. I totally agree. All right, go share crazy. As my twin brother says, don't be afraid to get your thumbs and your fingers sprained from sharing so many times. Dawn is awesome. You're right. All right, so we're going to bring her on. Dawn's going to come on very shortly. And then that countdown. Did you see that countdown that I did today? This is the first time I kind of tried that. How did you all like that? Comment down below if you like that countdown I did. That's right. It's like the Love Boat, all right? It's like Fantasy Island or the Love Boat, from back in the day. All right, so we're going to bring on a very special co-host. And Dawn, all right, was on the Mental Health of Me just previously. And so she's coming back. She's coming back doing 2 shows back to back. So like in basketball, when you do back to back, all right, when you do back to back, sometimes you could be a little tiresome. I don't want her to be tired. Okay, so please welcome her and get her energized and thank her for all that Dawn does, because I'm very thankful for her. So we're going to bring her on shortly, and please give her a great Warriors Quest show welcome when she does that. All right, so please comment if you like that countdown. I'm trying to figure out if I want to use that again or not. It has that like medieval theme and some kind of anticipation music. All right, Warriors in the house. That's right. You want to see that countdown again? All right, I want to play that countdown again. Steve didn't see it, so bear with me. All right, 30 seconds later. There we go. Like that music, it's like building anticipation. Got the medieval castle in the background. All right, just trying to be creative here. All right, and then Steve says he needs a new countdown. I got you. I can make some new countdowns for everyone. All right, yes, thank you everybody for supporting all of the shows on the Urban Health Outreach Media. We really appreciate it. Thanks for sharing. Sharon is Karen and Karen is Sharon. They're the same woman, Sharon and Karen. Thank you for sharing. There we go. Jonathan shared. Gloria, thanks for watching, Gloria. Man, I really love your support, Gloria. Thank you. All right, so thank you, man. Thanks, man. It's really nice of you. I'm glad people like it. So that was hot. Boom, it's lit. All right, so we're having some minor technical difficulties bringing Dawn in. We're trying to resolve those issues. So while we're doing that, I'm going to bring on Thelma so that we can get her story rolling, okay? And while I'm bringing her on, all right, I'd love for you guys to share some more. All right, let's get this going viral, all right? Let's get this going so that we can get this message out to as many people as possible. And if Mark Sandy is watching, please comment. Let me know you're watching, Mark. All right, I invited Mark Sandy to watch. Mark's a heart transplant recipient as well. All right, maybe some jazz music. All right, maybe I can mix in some jazz music. I like that. So I'm going to bring on Thelma Warner, and then I'll bring on our co-host in a moment when she's resolved her technical difficulties. All right, so give a very, very special Warriors Quest show welcome to Thelma Warner. Here we go. Boom. All right, I didn't push the button. I didn't push the button. How anticlimactic. Here we go. Boom!
Good evening, everybody. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing well, man. Boom, boom, boom. Trying to build some excitement for you.
Yes, I was dancing there a little bit.
Nice. Hey, it's all good. We can dance.
Oh, yeah.
So, man, I'm excited to do this. I've caught you on some of the other shows, on the Shonda Larimore show, Transplant Talk. Jonathan Traylor's interviewed you, and he's a big supporter, big advocate for you. Thanks for advocating for her, Jonathan. Gloria's giving you some love here. That's awesome.
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah. And I am really excited to have you on. I mean, I'm just inspired just by having read your story. I put it on here when I was creating the page here. So I'm going to share it just so that we can have everybody understand this.
Right.
Okay, I got this from your page. So my name is Thelma Elise Warner. I'm grateful 2017 heart recipient. Presently, I'm in dire need of a kidney from a live donor. I suffered an acute kidney injury during my heart surgery. There are risks with every surgery, but the positive outcome is I'm still alive and blessed that there is a way to sustain my life through dialysis. I go to dialysis 3 times a week for 4 hours. My worry is that eventually my new heart may, wear down. And at this time, you were saying you were stage 4. So I think what you meant is that you're worried that the stress from dialysis is going to wear your heart down, because dialysis can be stressful to the heart, right?
It pulls on the heart. And with a new heart, I really, I don't want that happening to my new heart.
No.
I had a lot of problems with my old heart.
Yeah.
I had a very weak heart. Not only that, but I was congestive heart failure. So which is hereditary in my side of the family, both sides.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, my dad had congestive heart failure, so I've got a glimpse of understanding about that.
Well, that's not a easy disease, because you can hardly breathe, you can't walk far, and you have no energy. It's terrible. It's terrible. You wake up one day and you say, "Oh my gosh, I can't even get up out the bed." Just to go and brush your teeth or wash your face is a challenge. Going to the bathroom, anything is a challenge when you have congestive heart failure.
Right. And that's why when we came up with this show, Steve Belcher and I, and we talked about it, we had thrown around different names, but we really thought that the Warriors Quest show, was a great name, because many people that have chronic illnesses, chronic diseases, they do battle every day.
I love the name. The name is very befitting. Very befitting.
Right. So, you do battle every day, and we appreciate and we admire your toughness and strength. So Jen Benson, kidney transplant recipient and advocate, is asking, how old was your donor?
To be honest, I have no clue about anything about my donor, other than I was told that my donor was young. I don't know whether it was a male, female. I don't even know how old.
Right. Okay.
But that's the only thing I was told. And I wrote letters. I've written 2 letters, and I hope they got to the people, to the family. I'm not sure, but I haven't heard anything back. So unless they contact me, I will continue to write letters and see.
All right.
But and hope that maybe one day they will contact me. I know my sister was a donor. She passed in 2005. And it's ironic, because I happened to contact the center in North Carolina, because that's where she was killed. And I just happened to ask because I remember seeing letters come to the house years ago. And I said, I found one. I said, let me call and see what's happening with this. So I decided, I said, since I am a transplant, it made me think about it. So I called and I found out that that a donor, one of the donors is still alive.
Oh, wow.
And they want to get in contact with me, and I want to get in contact with them. It hasn't
Very
happened yet,
cool.
but I'm
Yeah.
hopeful. I'm hopeful.
You're hopeful. Yeah. I
Yeah.
love it. I hope so too. I hope
Yeah.
that happens for you. I
No.
think that would be an inspiring reunion.
Yes, I do too.
Yeah. Well, tell me a little bit about your origin story. Every hero, and I think you're a hero, has an
Thank you.
origin story. Okay. Batman has one, everybody. So, instead of, stemming from Gotham with your parents being killed like Batman, Bruce
Uh-huh.
Wayne,
Uh-huh.
tell me a little bit about, how this all started with your heart condition. So
Well,
it's hereditary with congestive heart
it's yes,
failure. And
hereditary. My grandfather had 8 heart attacks before he passed in
what?
1969. Yes,
How many?
he had a major heart attack in 1959, and
Uh-huh.
the last heart attack that took him away from
Yeah.
here was in 1969.
Oh, wow.
But in between, he had heart attacks all in between. And
Wow.
my mother had told me it was 8 in all. So.
Okay.
I
8.
ate
Wow.
right. So
Wow.
she ended up with diabetes, congestive
Uh-huh.
heart failure, and hypertension.
Okay.
On my father's side, my father passed with cancer, lung cancer. Although his younger brother, I think, died at the age of 40, and he had heart issues,
Okay.
and then his two nephews, which my father's two nephews, also have heart issues and at young ages. The one had a defibrillator, and the other one had a pacemaker.
And how old?
I think it was in the 30s and 40s. So it's been, in my family, the heart issue. And then my brother, the only one I have left now, he has heart issues too.
Wow.
Yes, he just had
Wow.
an ablation not too long ago.
And what is
But he's
that? What
doing
does that
well.
mean?
Well, now I'm not really sure about this,
Okay.
but it has something to do with the atrial defibrillation.
All
His
right.
heart was beating too fast and
That's scary.
skipping beats and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
So they did an ablation. He had one years ago, and it lasted. The doctor was surprised how long it had lasted.
Yeah, I don't like
So he
skipping
went
beats.
back into AFib. So
Yeah,
when
that's
he went back
scary.
into AFib, they did it again. But his it's not been as serious as mine has been. Maybe because of the lifestyle that he led, and
Right.
mine
Okay.
was different. I don't
Yeah.
know, but
Seriously, yeah. The only time I like skipping beats is maybe if there's a dope beat and I'm at the club. But
uh,
other than that, I don't want to be skipping beats with my heart. You know what
I
I mean?
know.
That's scary.
Or it beats too fast, and so
Right.
and then his son has problems too with his heart.
Oh, wow.
So it's congestive heart failure and heart issues are hereditary. Can be. They don't have to, but they
Right.
can be. And so it's good to know your history, and it's good to know who your background if you can
Uh-huh.
find it out. And
Right.
it's sad that a lot of people don't know and not able to find out, because some things could be remedied quicker, or maybe a solution could be found
Sure.
earlier for them.
I agree. It is
In my
very good
case,
information.
I neglected the signs.
Okay.
To be honest, truly honest, I
Uh-huh.
was in denial.
All right. That happens to a lot of us, though. I mean, I knew that my dad had, like I already said, congestive heart failure.
Mhm.
But through, for hereditary reasons, I have high blood pressure. It's pre-hypertension, and so I take lisinopril. And so, but really, I didn't know, I didn't know this until like probably in my late 20s that I had pre-hypertension, and so
Right.
some of us, we sometimes are oblivious, and sometimes we're just young and dumb, or we think we're invincible, right?
Right. And I think I was young and dumb, because I
Yeah.
think if I can remember, seems like I had gone to a doctor when I was much younger, in my 30s or early 40s. And I think I remember her telling me I had high blood pressure then, but I wasn't paying any attention to that, honey. I wasn't, that wasn't I said, I felt fine. So,
Okay.
And I really did not consider the seriousness of these conditions and until it happens to you when you really get sick. And then you start thinking about, well, what
Right.
in the world? And then you say, now that I think about it, and it took me a while to remember all this, but I said, oh, wow, okay. Now I understand what I was feeling because I used to have swelling quite a bit. And, I was much heavier then too. I was 350 pounds.
Really? Are
Look
you
at me now. I went from a size 26, 28 to a size 14. That's what I am
Oh
now.
my gosh.
And I feel so much better
I would not
at
have
14.
guessed that.
Yeah.
Well, hey, listen. I'm gonna pause right there because I'm gonna bring back our co-host. She's
wonderful.
We're gonna bring her on and then have her give another perspective as well. Okay.
All right.
All right. So everyone, Dawn Kurkowski, our really, really important co-host. I'm bringing her on now. Give her a very special Warriors Quest show welcome. Boom. Hey, welcome, Dawn.
Yeah, so sorry about that. My phone ran out of juice, and then I had to grab my husband and log back in. And
It's all good. It's all good.
Well, welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back.
Thank
Happy
you.
to
I was
have
on a
you.
show before this, and these shows kind of like soak up the juice on your phone.
Sure, they do. I understand. No problem. So we're welcome to have you on. Thelma was telling us a little bit about our family history, giving us kind of her origin story of how her heart issues, sort of, crept up on her and stuff like that. So she was saying, like a lot of us, that when we were younger, a lot of us don't really pay attention to some of the things because, we're concerned, we're focused on other things.
Like ourselves?
Right. Yeah, we're into different things. And then once we start having more issues as we get older, then we take it more seriously. And she said that, and I agree with her. It's like once something happens, it's real, and then you start to kind of learn more about it. So I'm going to let her say it, though. You know more about it than I do, Thelma.
Yes, I was telling him that I was in denial for a long time. I wasn't really thinking how serious all this was. I said I feel fine, so I'm all right. I'm good. I'm young, So if I had heeded the warning signs then, and when the doctor had told me years ago I had high blood pressure and all that, of course I don't have it now, which is amazing. Since I lost my weight, I'm not diabetic nor am I high blood pressure anymore.
All right.
Matter of fact, my blood pressure gets too low, especially during dialysis. That's one of the the effects with dialysis.
Right. It is. Yeah. So you want to watch that for sure.
Yeah. Like today was kind of a bad day for me because my blood pressure kept dropping, and not only that, but cramping so bad. So. But we have good days, we have bad days. You just have to go with the flow until something can be done.
I love it.
Right now, I'm in a quest for a kidney, and I wish they'd come up with an artificial kidney so more people could benefit from that.
Oh yeah.
And I think they have it in the works, but it just hasn't been FDA approved or whatever yet. So, but I definitely have had a time with this dialysis, especially as far as my lifestyle is concerned and everything. But, you have to go with the flow of things and just, you're where you are because of certain things. You don't know what all the time. But you should be content with where you are and try to do something about where you are.
Okay. All
Instead
right.
of complaining and being upset. Because at first I was angry, because
I love that.
I'm gonna tell you the main reason I was angry was because I didn't like the idea of needles being stuck in my arm, and I couldn't manage it.
I don't think anybody does, right, Dawn?
And that's why I said, "Oh no, I'm not doing that. No, 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 no." But now, I've had to do it. When you're forced to do some things, you have to get used to it, and not that you really get used to it, but you just grow accustomed to knowing what's going to happen. And it's only a few seconds, and they stick, but I have more of a problem because I have nerve damage.
Okay.
And so while I'm in dialysis, sometimes it just hurts so bad.
Is it and the nerve damage, is that because of neuropathy, or how do you mean?
I had to have lung surgery.
Okay.
I've had a lot of things going on. Okay. I had a heart transplant. Then in 2019, I had to have a tricuspid valve replacement, which the tricuspid, I have a cow valve now. Okay. And this is in my new heart. All right.
Say that again.
A tricuspid valve. I have a cow valve in my heart.
Okay.
They had to replace my valve from my new heart because it was leaking.
Wow.
Right. So, and they had told me that, after my surgery and everything. So I knew to expect another surgery.
Okay.
So that was in June of 2019. All right. I went and had the surgery. I had a few complications, and then I was released. A week later, I couldn't breathe. I had to go back into the hospital, and they had to do lung surgery. And it was very, very touch and go there. And because I bled, he went in, I think, 2 or 3 times.
Can I just say how tough you are? I mean, holy cow, you've been through so
You know what? My mother was a tough old gal, and I think I take a lot after her.
Yeah.
What a warrior!
Wow.
After that, I had complications. I was in the hospital for a good while, and I was finally released I think it was in September. And here comes October. In October, I had a car accident.
Wow.
Somebody ran smack dead into the back of me, and I had subdural hematoma. Well, I was in the hospital for a while with that, and then I was released, with Grady. But then I decided to go to my hospital, which was Piedmont Hospital, and yay, Piedmont! Because that's where I had my heart surgery. I wanted to make sure everything was in place. Plus, I still wasn't feeling good. And so I went there, and they kept me about 2 weeks. So then I was released, and I went to Alabama to visit a girlfriend. And I was having dialysis there. But every time I had dialysis, my head was hurting so bad, I couldn't hardly stand it. So I called my doctor, and he told me pardon me?
Was that because of the low blood pressure that you were getting?
I'm getting ready to tell you what it was. And
all right.
So when I got back to Atlanta, the doctor told me go ahead and go to the hospital. I went to the hospital, and they looked at me and they looked me over. They said, "Miss Warner, we're going to have to do surgery. We're going to have to do it right now."
Wow.
I looked at him and I said, "Okay." I said, "Okay." I was bleeding in my brain, and it had gotten worse. So I hadn't, and see, my doctor was afraid that I would have sudden brain death, which means that your brain would just like almost, I guess, I don't know, melt, fry, whatever. Okay. Anyway, it would just go and you would die.
Yeah, I mean, it's mind bag.
Brain death.
Wow.
So, I had to be with a special kind of dialysis, and it was very light. I don't know exactly. I can't remember exactly how it went. But I do remember the surgery, after the surgery and everything. And because I went through some things through that surgery in my dreams or whatever. I'm going to tell you, I saw the light. That's what I was telling everybody. I saw the light. I did see the light.
Wow.
So I asked the nurse, did I die? And she told me, no, but you were so close. We didn't know which way it was going to go.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, but it was very strange and weird, but I was not afraid. That was the one thing. And I remember
why do you think you weren't afraid at that moment?
Well, the scenarios that I was going through, I kept seeing two sides. One side was a side that looked really good and appealing and nice and everything. And then the other side was just a simple side, but it was nothing. It was nothing extraordinary about it or anything.
Yeah.
So I kept picking the right side And every time I picked that side, it seemed like everything be going well. Then all of a sudden, it was like I was getting closer and closer to the fire. And not only that, but the scenarios of me moving from room to room and people examining me and all over me or whatever, that seemed to go on, and the cycle kept repeating and repeating and repeating.
Mm-hmm.
Then I kept saying to myself and saying to him in my dream or whatever, I said, what? I don't understand this. I said, I don't understand what I'm supposed to do. You know, which side? Both sides look fine. So finally, they gave me, I had so many chances, just like I've had so many chances in life. Okay, so then I decided to choose a different side. I said, okay, I choose this side, but it was the same side. Then I said, no, I want the other side. They said, no, you can't take the other side. You chose this side. And the other side was fighting against the other. I said, yes, she can. She chose this side. And as soon as I chose that side, it said to live forever. And then next thing I know, I was back in my room. And I was the spot that I had been looking at on the wall before I went into surgery. I was looking at that same spot. So I knew I was back in the room and I was awake.
Oh my gosh. Don't be stingy. Please share this. This is inspiring. This is so inspiring.
But it was not frightening. It was just, I was going through a lot of, every time I'd be moving through stations, and it was like, I could feel pain, but then the pain would numb, but it was, I just kept saying, well, when is this going to stop happening? Because it was like it was going a circle over and over and over again, you know, and like spiral, like it wouldn't stop.
All right. So did you understand at that moment that this was like, an experience where it was maybe out of body experience, or what kind of spiritual experience did you think was happening at that moment?
After I awakened, the dream was so vivid.
Yeah,
that I felt like I felt like I had left here and come back. And I really believe to this day that was God's way of showing me that, okay, you know, he was giving me a chance, and he was showing me, and I was showing him, yes, I'm a fighter.
You're gonna.
I'm worth fighting for.
You're not going down.
No. Yeah. I said, I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready. I got too many other things to do.
I love it.
Like, be here with us, and we're glad.
Yeah, you're like,
I have to give back because he brought me through so much, and they call me the Bionic Woman, the Tin Man.
Nice.
I've got several names. Yes,
Wonder Woman. I could probably come up with some. Yeah,
you inspire me, Thelma.
Yeah, it's very inspiring.
Thank you. But you never know what you can deal with until you're confronted with it.
Absolutely.
And I didn't choose this. I didn't choose this. Nobody does, but it's my station right now.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just going to go with it and do what I can and fight as hard as I can to get what I want, which is what I want to get.
All right.
I want to continue to live and live a warm, prosperous life. Not so like rich, but I mean, I just want to be happy and be healthy. Yeah. Health is the most important thing in this world. Oh, yeah. I don't care what anybody says. Health is better than money. Okay.
Amen. Amen to that. Amen to that.
World, but what can you do with it if you're sick?
Yes, exactly. Many people that have had experiences like yours, Jonathan Traylor, and I've talked to others, they come back with a different perspective, better, more gratitude. They have more appreciation for life, and how has that happened for you?
Yes, I am so grateful to be alive. I am so grateful to the people that have surrounded themselves with me. I'm grateful to you guys. This platform and the others I've been on, I've met quite a few people, and I love people. I've always been a people person. I've been a social person. So that's right down my alley, And,
I love that. I'm a social person too. I love it.
But and I love to travel. But of course, COVID, you can't travel as much.
Yeah.
Yes, I like the islands. I want to go back to the islands one day. And that's with this being on dialysis, it's quite costly to have dialysis in the islands, or in fact anywhere else other than the States. Because they don't cover it everywhere. But anyway, that's one of my dreams, is to be able to travel again and also help others.
Like that for you. Sure.
to encourage others. You know, that's what I joined several support groups right after I received my heart. And a matter of fact, I did it right away, and they were surprised that I was up and had become a part of anything already. I said, "You can wait." I said, "No, this is what I want to do." I said, "Somebody was good to me, and I want to do what I can."
You're going to give back, pay it forward. I love it.
One hand helps the other, you know.
Good.
And a lot of patients I would see would be nervous, afraid, and a lot of patients didn't even have anybody to visit them. You know, now we know they can't, but during that time, no family, no friend, and just having us, the support group, walk in there and talk to them and encourage them. You know, sometimes I think that really made their day. I know when I was in the hospital waiting on my heart, I waited about 2.5 months, and I was shocked that I got that soon, but that seemed to be easier to try to get a kidney. But anyway, the people that came and the outpouring of love and support was amazing. And I'm going to tell you, that staff at Piedmont Hospital were dynamic. I love them. I love them. The nurses, they were so beautiful and kind to me.
Relationship with them, and you just
I have a great relationship with them. You know, and people always say, well, you know, you got this kidney issue. I said, you know what? That could have happened to anybody. Anything can happen in surgery. Then you are at a risk anytime you have surgery for anything. It's nothing you can blame on somebody. Everybody's body is different. Your makeup is different. True. You know, and medicine is not a complete science. You know, it's not a perfect science.
It's a practice.
It's a practice.
Right. Well said, Don. Well said.
But that's very good. I really like the way you said that. And to be honest, you know, nothing is perfect. So we do the best we can, and we try to help others survive. And so the main thing with doctors is they do their best, and I've seen that happen right over there at Piedmont. And they're in my heart forever.
Good.
I pray for the doctors all the time, because
I do
it's
too.
a matter of science.
Especially this year.
Oh yeah, and the nurses.
And this is a tough year for them.
Right, it is.
And not only that, but they're at risk, you know.
Oh my gosh,
I thank them all whenever I come in contact with them. I just say thank you for what you do, and thank you for what you've been doing.
God bless them.
If it wasn't for them,
bless.
none of us would probably be here to tell our stories.
Yeah. True.
Well, I love all my doctors there, and the nurses and the whole staff there. They have been very great to me.
That's so important. If you had
so
that,
Thelma,
beautiful.
Thelma, I wanted to ask. So some of the people wanted to kind of understand how the acute injury happened. Can you kind of talk about, you know, clarify that, and then maybe talk about how they communicated to you, you know, why it happened and how you're going to have to go to dialysis in that moment.
Well, after surgery, they let me know that I had an acute injury, kidney injury, and it can happen because when you're having a heart transplant, they're doing so many different things. The blood flow, if it's not exactly right to your kidneys, it's something to do with the blood flow. Then you could it can result in an injury. Which, if you think about a doctor, and while he's trying to work on a heart and trying to do a heart transplant, he's got a lot of different things that he's got to try to do. And, you know, sometimes things happen and it's not his fault. My body just responded that way, as far as I know. And so that's why I say I don't blame anybody. It's you know, you're at risk for a stroke. You don't know how it happens. It just happens, you know. Different things happen, your blood clots, whatever. There is a risk with everything, things you eat, everything.
Absolutely. So
you cannot pinpoint and just blame somebody for something that has happened to you like that. So to me, whatever God's will is going to happen for me. And that's the way I look at it. So they did tell me right away that I had an acute kidney injury, and they did also tell me that I was going to have another surgery. So, hey, there it is. They were honest. So I appreciate the honesty.
It is good. You know, I'm glad that they were honest with you, and It sounds like, and it would be extremely narrow-minded of me to expect doctors to be perfect,
Right.
and to never make mistakes.
They're human.
Right.
But some patients make it, some patients don't. You don't know why. It just happens.
Right.
We don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's not our call. So it's not my call to blame anybody.
No.
I like they were honest and they didn't beat about in the bush. I tell doctors, you know what? I'm straight up with you. Be straight up with me. Tell me the truth. If I need something, tell me. Tell me, because I want to fix the problem. I don't want to be, playing with this. This is my body.
Steve's saying that it's not unusual with a heart transplant for something like that to happen.
It's not.
Oh, okay.
That's right. Acute kidney injuries, and he's correct. He's correct with that. They give you they tell you all the risks before you have the surgery. You sign the papers,
True.
So, and I signed the papers. Right. Yes, I signed the papers.
You knew that something could happen. Yeah.
Yeah, I knew. But I didn't go in there thinking about any of that. I just knew I was going to get this hard and I was going to be okay. And look at me now.
Yeah, you're living. Yeah.
So I'm happy. My doctors were great. They were fabulous. They were wonderful. And I have no complaints where they're concerned. None whatsoever.
That's great.
Awesome.
He's my hero.
Awesome. I love heroes. Yeah. So when they told you, when they gave you the news, and they talked to you about the acute kidney injury, how long did it take for you to go to dialysis? Was it just within a matter of hours, or what was that time frame?
If I can remember, I think maybe it was a week or so later, and I went into I started having dialysis, and but I had a catheter.
Okay, you started with the catheter,
right? So I started with that, and then eventually, once one of the doctors did my arm, gave me a fistula.
All right.
And he did a great job with that. He had to go back in one time, but he did a wonderful job, and I give him kudos for that. So after that, then they were able to take the catheter out, and they used the fistula. Now the catheter, the only downfall about the catheter is taking a shower and stuff, and you can't get it wet. You have to worry. And see, that's going into your heart, so it's really dangerous if you get infection and everything. Yeah. And they say it doesn't do as well as a fistula or a graft when you have dialysis. So this is what I've been told. So anyway, I ended up with the fistula. I was on for a year, and my kidneys came back.
What?
And yes, they came back. And I was off. Then when I had my next surgery, the tricuspid valve surgery.
Oh my gosh.
They haven't come back. And now I don't produce any urine hardly. So.
Oh my gosh. So it dramatically decreased your
the more surgeries you have, things happen like that.
Sure, right.
So your body can only take but so much,
True.
You have to think about that.
Seriously, your outlook, your energy is so infectious. Because Dawn, for someone who speaks with people on a daily basis, or at least regularly with people who deal with these sort of life events, to me, she's taking it well, wouldn't you think?
Yeah, I love your attitude, and I agree with much of it. I live by a lot of the same of it as you, because I had wonderful doctors. We're blessed if we did, and I really, you're inspiring me.
Very inspiring.
I love
Thank
it. You're wonderful, and God bless you. It's such a pleasure to meet you.
You can choose to dwell in your sadness and your pity, or you can decide, I'm going to do something about it.
Pity parties are no fun.
I decided to do something about
it. I like your can-do attitude. Yeah.
So, and then, if you don't try, you'll never know.
Right.
So
exactly.
So
chance to live.
I'm trying to get listed in several places.
Multiple. Okay.
Multiple
I'll
places. Yes.
share your info. I wish I could give you one, but I just have one here.
Thank you,
All
darling.
right.
I appreciate that.
So Jonathan's sharing your Facebook page. Your Facebook page is Thelma Needs a Kidney, right?
Yeah. Yes.
All right,
And
good.
don't let anybody get this mixed up. I am Thelma Warner, and I'm also Elise Warner.
Right.
And a lot of people say, is that the same person? Yes, it is. When I was trying to create a Facebook page, I didn't know what I was doing. And when I would forget my password, I'd create another one.
Okay.
So that's how that came to be. So everybody, my name is Thelma Warner, and my name is Thelma Elise Warner. I'm Elise Warner and Thelma Warner.
Okay.
All right, that's good.
And I want to also tell you that number that's on my card. Let me see. I want to give you another number because things have changed over there. You know, they built a new wing over there, a heart wing over there at Piedmont.
404-605-5360 anymore?
Well, I'm not sure that it is, but one young lady told me she had called that number and she couldn't get through. So the other number she was able to get through, which was the 888-605-5888.
Bear with me here. Yeah, I don't have that. Let me edit it then. So would you give me that phone number one more time, please?
All right. 888-888 605
605
5888.
5888. All right, 888-605-5888. Right?
Yes.
All right, here we go. I changed it. So,
all right. So I'm gonna have to get my cards changed too, I guess.
Okay, so now the ticker down at the bottom, scrolling across the screen, should show the updated phone number then.
Yes.
All right, there we go. So we're rocking and rolling.
Yes.
But anyway, so I love. I want to mimic what Dawn has said. Is I love your attitude, your outlook, your energy, because, and I'm sure you're not perfect. There may be a day where maybe you get down. We all have those days, but your overall, your attitude when something happens, the way you react, I think is just admirable because, your kidney function went up, and then you had surgery again that was directly related to your heart, I presume, and then your kidney function went back down. And so, as many kidney warriors go through what we call a roller coaster ride, the ups and downs. You're feeling well, you think things are going well. And then all of a sudden something else happens, and you go down again. It's like the hills and valleys. Your faith, how much of it is your faith, and how has that helped you kind of mold your outlook and your enthusiasm towards life right now?
Faith is it. My faith is all I have, because I've had along the way, I've had to do a lot. Like after my heart surgery, basically I was there at home by myself, and people would come by and everything. But I believe that's why I was able to recover quickly, is because I had to do a lot of things for myself.
Okay.
Yeah, and that helped me out. So I said, I knew it had to be done, and I made sure I kept up with the medicines I was supposed to take. I made sure I know everything about that.
Okay.
I'm kind of a perfectionist anyway. I'm thorough when I do things.
Good.
And as far as, I can't say the same thing about keeping a cleaner house, but I can say
let's take that to stride.
But as far as when I'm
perfect in everything,
right? So there's a lot of flaws in me now, and then I have my days when I might be a little angry or moody, only because I'm not feeling well. That's it.
Right.
But I try not to throw that off on other people, And the thing that bothers me a lot is like by having the low blood pressure. When I get home from dialysis, it's hard for me to stand up, and I have to go sit down, because if I don't, I know I'm going to fall down. And living by myself. But the only good thing about where I'm living is that I moved from a 4-bedroom house that I was renting to a senior apartment, which I have 2-bedroom. I had to downsize, which I'm still trying to downsize. But anyway, the community is wonderful. I see people every day. I'm not isolated unless I want to be, you know.
Yeah.
And I know that if I need something, I can go knock on a neighbor's door, you know. And this is just it's a senior community, and it's a warm community, and I love it. And I feel like I'm, you know, God blessed me to allow me to stay here, you know, to find a place after leaving a 4-bedroom home, because that was getting too unmanageable for me. And cutting up grass and all of that, I was responsible for all of that, and you know, I couldn't do it. And so it just was very costly. And with being on a fixed income, it's kind of hard. You have to, you have responsibilities when you have a home, you know. So I'm enjoying living in the senior community, and they have activities. So I love that. You know, before COVID, we had a lot of activities. Now we have limited activities, but it's still nice, you know. Yeah. So I feel like, and then my apartment is handicap accessible. So if something should happen or I get sick, I can pull this button in here and somebody will come.
That's awesome. That's
and
so
my
cool.
shower is handicapped, everything. I have a little seat I can pull down from the wall. So I like it. I like it. And I'm enjoying the camaraderie, you know, being around other
That's so important.
Around other people. Shout out to Verna Johnson, who's watching. Thanks for watching, Verna.
Hi. Thank everybody for watching.
Yeah. I can relate to you a lot, Thelma, as far as being independent and knowing your stuff. Because when I was on dialysis, I lived in my own apartment. It was a little studio apartment. I mean, I knew my meds. I was doing peritoneal dialysis until I went on hemo for 8 months. But for 2.5 years, I did peritoneal. I kept up with everything, knew my meds, still pretty much the same as a transplant patient, doing it yourself. I mean, I'm married now, but still, I keep up on all my stuff. I think that's so important. As long as you're able to keep up on your own stuff, it keeps you feeling independent. Keeps you feeling good that you can take care of yourself and do those things and control what you can control by doing all that.
Right, you know, because in a lot of cases, warriors feel like they don't have control. So if you can find some control, it does make you feel less powerless, right?
Yeah,
it does.
It gives you independence.
And to me, you know, the best person to take care of you is knowing yourself and being able to do it. If you can't do it, how can you expect somebody else to?
Yeah.
You know,
you can't teach somebody else when you can't. If you don't know how to do it yourself.
Yeah,
you're right. You're right about that. So, you know, I'm a strong believer in God, and I keep my faith, and I pray, and I just know that joy cometh in the morning.
Amen.
And it does.
It does. Yeah.
I love that.
Even when I was at the sickest, I was at my sickest of sick.
Yeah.
I just kept looking for the day. I said, joy is going to come in the morning. Peace be still. Peace be still.
Yeah.
And joy certainly came. It took a while, but it came. and I knew it was going to come. You know, I just had to be patient. That's another thing. When you're ill, like we are, or some of us have been, you have to be patient. And follow doctor's orders is important. I can't stress the importance of that. And then working on your diet. Now, sometimes I can a little stray from my diet a little bit, but I think we all do. I try not to do it too often. And, you know, if it's something I really, really like, I know I'm not supposed to have maybe once a month or something like that, or once every 2 weeks or something. But, you know, I try not to abuse, and I really try to be careful and watch. I read the labels on all the cans and everything.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, good for you. Good for you.
You know? And it used to take hours, but now it doesn't, because I kind of can remember.
When did you start doing that, though? Was that like...
Once they released me from the hospital, and I didn't know what I could eat.
Okay.
So
good.
I had to go and figure it out. And it was hard.
That's great. Reading labels, great thing. I still do it. You know, how much sodium, how much this, how much that.
Yeah.
It's great. I want to mention something for people who are reading labels. If you can't see, there's some apps out there for for like vision loss, because I have vision loss, that can actually take a picture of the can or the bottle, because I know that a lot of that print as we get older is just getting smaller and smaller.
You better believe it.
So, you know, I would check that out and just, you know, search out some vision apps, because they'll take a picture, or just use your iPhone and expand it when you go to the supermarket to read it, because I'm struggling with that a little bit myself. So you can keep on reading those labels, because it's important.
Nice. That's great. That's a good tip.
Great tip. Thank you.
Hey, Thelma, I've got a question from Lisa. It's a pretty good question. She's saying, because you're a heart transplant recipient, how is the meds the same when you have 2 transplants? Like, for example, are you taking immunosuppressants now because of your heart?
Yes, I am. I take mycophenolate and I take Prograf.
Okay.
I was on what's that one I hate? the prednisone.
Prednisone, right? Everybody hates that.
You all hate that?
They finally weaned me off of that, but I understand with a kidney I would have to be back on it. But they said they would.
Not always.
Possibly, right? Possibly.
They're doing transplants now. A lot of them without prednisone. I was not lucky that way. I have prednisone for over 20 years, and they gave it to me when my kidney disease started. So some of us now these days they're doing a lot prednisone free. Jonathan Traylor, who's on here, he doesn't take prednisone. So
right, he doesn't.
There's hope for not having to do prednisone. It's great for what it does, but it's a beast.
Hey, we have a lot of beautiful ladies watching tonight. One of them is Sade Cutler. Thanks for watching.
I just saw you.
Yeah, beautiful comment. Thank you.
Yeah, I watched her show just just before this came on. With Dawn was on it as a co-host. She's great. She's got a great personality. And she just beams with enthusiasm, and I love that. So thanks for watching, Sade. We've got some great kidney warriors watching. Verna Johnson again, and then of course we've got Bridget, Rena, Hill Darby. She says it's okay to cheat. I cheat sometimes too.
Yeah, don't we all once in a while?
Like you said, it's not a perfect world, so
right.
Great tip. All right.
Yeah, important to read the labels. Yes, exactly. And then ask your center for steroid-free regime. Yeah. So.
All right.
Yeah. So Verna even says right here, I'm on prednisone. It's a best, but much needed. So it's going to vary. Obviously, just make sure you follow your doctor's orders and see what's going to be good for you. And it doesn't hurt to get a second opinion, but try to be compliant as much as possible, of course.
That's important. That's very important.
She says she doesn't take any steroids.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And she has a transplant. So
I'm being listed hopefully at MUSC in Charleston, South Carolina. Matter of fact, I just returned last night.
Oh, really? Okay. We did it last night. Okay.
Yes, and on the way back, we stopped at Jolly Beach because I hadn't seen a beach in so long, and so my cousin and she and I just got out and went and just went to the water and I didn't get too much into it because it was very cold.
Oh, yeah, that sounds beautiful though.
But it was so beautiful, and I took pictures and everything, and so then we got on back in the car and came on home. But food in Charleston was delicious. Seafood, so I know I kind of messed up there.
Nice. So, when you left, did you have good feelings about your visit from there?
Oh yes, I did. They told me I was high risk, but I was a strong candidate.
All right.
And they liked that I was healthy looking to them, healthy, and I had a lot of spunk, and I was able to, when I had to stand up, sit down, then, they thought I would only be able to do 1 or 2, but I did about 10.
And they see your attitude and your smile, and I think that makes them want to work harder to help you when you have a positive attitude.
They were wonderful.
Because it does seem when you have a good attitude, you do heal in a different way than when you don't. I mean, positivity does count. When I used to go to dialysis and I used to have a smile on my face and be like, hey, how y'all doing today? And going to a dialysis clinic, some people thought that was a little bit weird.
No, that's so true.
I do that now, but at first I was like,
Yeah, exactly.
But
In the
I do that
beginning,
now.
but now like people are surprised to see you smile and go,
Yes.
"Wait, this is a miserable
It's
place."
just
Yeah, you
human
know
nature,
what?
though. You'd rather help somebody, okay,
Yes.
who's somebody who is actually smiling. You know, it's just in our brains. That's how our brains work. We'd rather help somebody who's smiling than somebody who's grumpy and mean to us. You know what I mean?
Somebody that's woe is me and doom, doom,
Yeah.
doom. No, and
No.
when I would go to my support groups and go to visit clients, patients, I would always try to encourage them to be not be so sad and down about what they're going through, but to look at it as an experience and try to grow from it. And I said, the more positive of attitude that you have going into this will help you as far as survival is concerned. Because a
Right.
lot of people give up before they even get help. If you
True.
give up, how do you expect them to help you?
Yeah.
So I just, whatever I have to do, as much as I might hate it or whatever, I'm going to just go ahead, do it because I know I have to, and then try to be a
Love
positive.
it.
Find a positive thing about anything you do. Anything.
So tell us a little bit about maybe some things that you do to keep yourself up, whether it's music, movies,
Okay.
books.
Well, I like to fish. I
All
haven't
right.
Oh, wow.
fished
Nice.
in a while. I did fish about a month or so ago, but I love to fish.
Fly
Uh,
fishing, what kind of fishing?
and I love to thrift.
All right.
Shop. I love that. And I love to watch the thrift shows on Atlanta Live
All
on
right.
Facebook. And so that's one of my hobbies.
Very
I
cool.
like
Very cool.
computer research. I love
Uh-huh.
to get on the computer research. I like to learn. I like learning things. So I take free classes online, and I just try to keep my mind growing.
Yeah. Keep your mind
Keep your
busy, right?
And keep your mind busy. So I have so much to keep me occupied. And people always say, "Well, what do you do by yourself?" I said, "Look, I find things to do. I can always create things for me to do. I don't get bored. I might get bored because I can't go somewhere and want to see somebody in something like that during COVID. But COVID hasn't bothered me so much because I was used to being by myself and alone.
All right. Uh-huh.
So it really hasn't. I go to dialysis, come back, and the only other place I go is usually my girlfriend's house or my cousin's house, and I have dinner there every Sunday. So that's a good way for the family to
Sure.
So it's only about 4 of us, and we just enjoy dinner, cook out, whatever. So that's a standing invitation every Sunday. So things like that. I love playing computer games. I love to get on and play games.
Very popular right now when there's nothing else to do.
Yes. And then, of course, I'm always surfing the net, and I'm on Facebook Messenger, and that's how I met all you great people.
Nice. Very cool.
I'll find you
Love
and
it.
talk to you. You're a very
All right.
inspirational person, and
Yeah.
I like talking to you.
I love talking to you all, too.
It's been
I
a
really
pleasure.
do.
It really has been. It's been a just immense pleasure. Bridget's saying right here, I believe you heal if you have a positive attitude. When you can't change what has happened to you, embrace it and walk with your head high.
Exactly, Bridget. You nailed it. You nailed it. Exactly. Oh, and I love cooking too. Yes.
Yeah.
Love cooking, traveling, going to the movies. I
John
like all
loves
of that.
cooking.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, what do you like cooking, Thelma?
Well, I like eggplant parmesan.
Oh, my favorite. I make that
Wow.
really well.
Wow.
I will
Yeah.
send you some.
Oh, I would love
man,
that.
That's my favorite dinner. Oh,
And
cool.
I create dishes. Sometimes I look in the refrigerator. I say, "What am I going to eat?"
Oh, me too.
Mhm.
That's so
I
funny.
go in there. Anytime I have onions, mushrooms, and peppers and garlic, I'm fine.
Garlic's good for you.
Once I have all those, I cook with that all the time in olive oil or rapeseed oil.
Oh yeah, Holy Trinity of food, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
But
Yeah.
now I don't bake, but I do cook. Now I like one of my favorite foods is spaghetti. I love that, and I like lasagna, but I've never tried to make the lasagna, and I guess because a girlfriend of mine used to make it, and it was so good, but she hasn't made it in a few years that I can remember. But I love lasagna. I like tomatoey stuff, and it's not all good for me, but I like.
Take those binders. Take those binders.
I wish
Yes.
I could make you dinner. That's the kind of stuff I like
Oh,
to
that would
make.
be wonderful.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
You'll probably see my food pictures. Jared's seen them.
Yes, I
I
would
do
love to.
recipes too, and
Yeah.
all that
Milk
kind of
water.
stuff.
Oh,
Try to make them a little
please share the
healthier.
recipes. I would
Yeah.
love to have them. Yes.
Will do.
'Cause I get bored with food, so it's like I have to have some kind of taste, and I'm trying to figure out what taste bud I have. So most of the time it's tomatoey. So I
Uh-huh.
try to think. I said, well, what else can I eat? Because I can't keep eating spaghetti every day. Or then I said, well, what about tacos? Tacos,
Oh, I
or
love tacos.
sloppy
Yeah.
Joe or something.
Uh-huh.
So, I'm very fond of seafood. I like a lot of shellfish. Though.
All right. All right.
Oh, me
And you
too.
know what? The biggest downfall to me and the disappointment to me was after I had my heart transplant. They told me I could never eat an oyster again, and
Really?
if
Oh,
I
Why?
had known that, I would have
How
had a
was that
bushel
How was
before.
it bad?
I would have had a whole bushel before I had my surgery, because I love fried oysters.
Oh my
Baked
gosh.
oysters. And another thing I like is conch. I love conch.
Conch?
And
Yeah.
and I used to eat conch salad. Of course, I don't do that anymore. Even though they say that the lime cures it, but I don't even venture that way. So what I will do is I'll eat cracked conch.
Uh-huh.
That's when it's kind of stewed or fried. I like that.
Uh-huh.
Yes, I have tried plant-based. I was watching Tabitha Brown, and I love her, and
I'm
she's
getting hungry.
vegan. She's vegan. Uh-oh, she's getting hungry. She's vegan, and I've tried some of her recipes, like the carrot bacon and
Uh-huh.
the untuna tuna. Now the
Wow.
untuna tuna was delicious. The carrot bacon, I put it in my air fryer. I guess I didn't do it
Nice.
right.
Oh, I love air
It
fryers. I
didn't
have an air
work too
fryer.
well for me.
Yeah.
But I do like I like to experiment with things, and I would love
Nice.
to be a vegan, but I have to be a pescatarian, I suppose, because can't get rid of my seafood.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I
It's
can't go
hard. Yeah.
vegetarian or vegan. I eat a lot of vegetables, but I eat a lot of everything,
Yes.
especially post transplant.
Mhm.
And my downfall is bacon.
Bacon.
Oh,
Oh,
girl,
God.
you said it, and I try to buy this low
Yeah.
sodium bacon.
I do use that.
Bacon
But
is my
yeah, my
vice.
downfall is bacon. I made bacon wrapped sweet potatoes one day.
Oh, that
That
sounds
is
good.
That is
That was good.
yeah.
Good holiday treat anyway.
I believe that might have been half my problem, because I used to eat bacon like a whole.
Yeah.
You go to a like to Denny's, not Denny's, Shoney's, and they have a buffet. Girl, I would pile all the bacon up there as I could. So that was when I was much heavier too, and I guess that's what caused all of that swelling and everything.
Congratulations
You
for
have to
losing
be-
all that weight, though. That's incredible, Thelma.
Well,
Well, a
that's
lot
good.
of it came from the surgeries, and then I didn't have appetite afterwards,
Yeah.
for a while. I couldn't determine what I wanted or what I tasted. I'm gonna tell you, my favorite food in the world is breakfast. I can eat that
Breakfast?
every day, all day. Yes.
What do you eat for breakfast?
Well, I can eat one sausage patty.
Okay.
But I have to have my eggs with cheese, and now I found the vegan cheese.
Okay.
And I like grits with cheese.
Grits. Okay.
And usually a piece of toast with butter and honey.
Mhm.
I like honey on. So, and then if it's not sausage, maybe a salmon cake, or one piece of bacon, or the turkey bacon. But I have to have breakfast is just my favorite meal. Grits would do it for me. I love it. My father raised us on grits.
Uh-huh.
Cheese and
That's a
grits.
southern specialty, huh?
Oh yes, he was from Atlanta. Of course, I'm from North Carolina originally, Rocky Mountain, North Carolina.
That's funny. I had them only once, and it was in New Orleans,
New
and
Orleans.
because I wanted them done right, and I couldn't make them, so New Orleans had really good grits, and now I can't make them because I won't make them good enough as they
Yeah.
were in New Orleans.
Well, I've heard of stories. My sister used to live in Louisiana, but she's moved back here to Utah, or actually Idaho now. But she lived there for a while, and she used to make some great gumbo.
Oh my goodness,
Food
that's
there.
my
The food
favorite.
there.
Oh
Oh,
yes, shrimp gumbo. I guess I could have some of my origins must have been in New Orleans,
Yeah.
because I love New Orleans food. Shrimp poor boy is what I had tonight. I had brought back from Charleston, and I didn't eat it all because I couldn't eat it all.
I'd love to visit.
I ate the other end tonight.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, ladies, we're nearing the end here. In fact, we're a little over. But what I'd like to do is thank my great co-host Don Kurkowski. I cannot express my enough gratitude for you coming on tonight. You're a great asset to the kidney disease community. Your wealth of knowledge and just your feedback and everything you do. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming on tonight.
Thank you, Jared. I'm glad I was able to get on. Sorry again about them technical
No
difficulties.
worries, that happens. Yeah, you're welcome anytime, and to come on again. Obviously we'd love to have you on the Mental Health and Me show again, because you're a perfect fit there as well. But thank you again. I hope you have a great evening. Say hi to Tom for me, okay?
Will do. I enjoy it. I actually enjoy coming on. I'm going to be on the show with Lisa Baxter.
Oh, awesome.
I'm going to be on with Sisters Against Kidney Disease.
Nice.
Got that coming up too.
Okay,
and I'm
great.
going to be on with Uncle Jim Myers' kidney story. So
Sweet.
I'll be putting up the
Contact
dates
me
and people
now.
can check them out. Yeah, well, I'll send you the links.
All right.
Cool.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's great
I'll be
meeting you,
looking
Thelma.
forward to those recipes too.
I will. I'll be in touch.
Okay. All right. Nice meeting you.
Thanks,
All
Don.
right,
She's
take
got Gloria's putting in here grits is white corn and
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you again, Don. Have a great evening. We'll talk soon, okay?
All right. Thank you.
Bye, Don.
Bye.
All right. So Thelma, we're ending here, and I am just inspired. You've been through so much, and your attitude, your positivity, and just your overall your demeanor is great. And I am been the lucky one to have you on tonight. Honestly,
oh, wow. Thank you.
It's my pleasure. And with that being said, you still need a kidney. And
Yes,
I want everyone to understand that despite your smile, your charisma, and your beauty, okay, you still need a kidney. And to extend your life, give you a better quality of life, and to make sure that you live with more passion than you already have. I really want everyone to understand that, even though some of us don't always look fatigued, don't always look like we have fogginess in the memory, don't always look like we're anemic or that we have insomnia. Sometimes kidney warriors don't always look like they're sick. They really are. And because you do need a kidney, I'd like everybody to not be stingy. All right, please share. Okay,
please share. Please share.
Because we want this sister to get a kidney. All right, please make sure we help her get as much exposure and reach on the internet as possible. Let's get this out to everyone. So please, I'm going to give you just a little time solo to speak about your plea for a kidney, and then to give any shout outs to anybody. Okay.
Well, I at this moment I just choose to be happy, and I'm happy, but I'm not healthy as I would like to be, and I really do need a kidney. And if anybody has it in their heart to spare one of your kidneys, I would like for you to consider me. There are many people out there that need kidneys, and I'm just one of them. But I'm making a plea for myself tonight. And whatever you can do, I ask that you spread the word, share with your friends, have them share with their friends, and whatever. If they want to contact me, whatever. And if there's anything I can do to help others, I'm here to do what I can and to encourage others. But this is my plight. And I want to thank Jared, Jeffrey, Jonathan. I want all the people I've met through Jared and Jeffrey. I am just so amazed and overwhelmed with the love and kindness that you all have shown me. So, like I say, I choose to be happy, but this is my plight, and I do need a kidney on a serious point. Thank you so much, everybody out there, for watching.
You're welcome. And this may be your plight, but it's our fight together as a kidney
Thank
disease
you.
community. We're not going to leave you alone. You're not going to do this alone. You're not doing this yourself. We're going to put you, we're going to stand arm in arm, hand in hand, and we're going to be standing right beside you. You're not going to be alone with this fight. Maybe your plight, but it's our fight, okay?
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate all of that.
You're
You just
welcome.
don't know how grateful I am. I really am grateful. And, to God be the glory.
Amen. Praise God.
Yes.
All right. So through the grace of God, I've had such a great person on tonight. So thank you so much. All right. Thank you so much for coming on. And, my only ask, and I ask this I ask this every time I have somebody that I'm interviewing. Once you get that call, whether it's from a living kidney donor or a deceased donor angel, whichever one it is, and God shows favor to you and you're blessed, please reach out to me and let me know about it. Okay.
You got it, Jared. I certainly will.
Okay. Thank you.
I won't forget from whence I came. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
No,
Thank you so much.
All right.
All right. May God continue to bless you, Thelma.
Thank you. You too. And thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right, you guys, wow. Okay, wow. We have been just uplifted. I have been thoroughly inspired by Thelma's message. I mean, think about this. She's a heart transplant recipient. In 2017, she had successful surgery and she has had a heart transplant. Okay. And now, all right, because of an acute injury to her kidney, she's in need of a kidney donor to come forward so that she can extend her life, have a better quality of life. All right. For many of these warriors that have been on dialysis, many of them already know it's not a good or it's not a great quality of life. And one of the things that dialysis does, okay, is it does put more pressure on the heart. It's a lot of pressure on your body, not just your heart. But because of that pressure and the stress, okay, there is a concern that her heart, her newly transplanted heart from 2017, may have more added pressure than normal. So please, okay, if you have a heart, please have compassion enough to come forward and donate for this sweet woman, okay? Please don't be stingy and share this, all right? All right, thank you very much, everybody, for watching. And Steve, thank you. It's chronic kidney disease now, not acute anymore. So now we've got to move forward and help this lady. Thank you for watching, Verna, Bridget, Jen, Gloria, Lisa. I'm going to try to go through everybody here. Jen Benson, thank you for everything you've said, your feedback, and Sade Cutler. Appreciate your feedback, Joan. And let's see. Anybody else that I've missed, I apologize. Thanks for watching, Gene. And anybody else from the watch parties, thank you. And Jeff Park, thank you for watching. All right, everybody. And Kathy Mullen, thank you for watching, Kathy. You know I appreciate your support. Thank you so much. And the paired exchange program, which is why, by the way, in this on the information scrolling across the screen, I actually didn't put her blood type. I'm trying to make an emphasis on that when I'm helping people with the show, because I don't want people to be so specific about the blood type, because if they see that they're not the right blood type, then they think maybe they can't donate. All right, so most all of the transplant hospitals do accept the paired exchange program. So just as a review, if you're not the right blood type, that's okay. All right, because when you do apply and you're not the right blood type, then the hospitals work with procurement or organizations, they network with these organizations to find the right blood type. And there's a swap that goes on, and they'll help basically swap, and one person will get the kidney that's the right blood type. The donor will match with another kidney disease patient with the right blood type, and multiple donors will be matched up with kidney disease patients. So this can happen, and statistically, this will speed up the chances of a kidney disease patient, a kidney warrior, okay, speeds up the chances of a transplant happening. So please apply to be a donor. Apply to be a donor for this sister who's in need to extend her life. All right. She's an inspiring story. So please be inspired enough to act on inspiration and do this. Okay. Thank you again, everyone, for watching. I appreciate everyone. Thank you again. I'm going to hit the outro. Thank you. Boom.